I mean, Legion Commander's not awful this game. Blade Mail's pretty good against Sven. And you've got some damage to dump in there with the Ember Spirit. And you've also got Cold Embrace to help out. But it's going to be the Doombringer, actually.
Okay, interesting. I actually seen this pick come kind of back into resurgence. I've seen it a lot in SA. Interestingly, just alone, right? Not the Doom Grimstroke. Because the idea now is since you run a tri-lane much more often, like tri-lanes are back in fashion, you could say. The Doom is one of the best solo laners out there because he's guaranteed to get farm with a Devour, right? And since Doom is just devouring to get the farm and to get the regen, it doesn't really matter that he's not relevant in lane. So that Devour nerf doesn't affect him as much as the dual lane Doom. And it's much more effective this way. So, I don't mind the Doom. Lone Druid though for Chaos. Ooh, okay. I like this. I am like this. That's also one of their comfort picks, you could say.
Yeah, pretty nice playing it into Doom as well. You're going to have that Lone Druid likely go for the Phase Mom Radiance build. If your hero gets doomed, you literally don't care. You've got your bear out there playing. It's going to be Matuma Man's hero, you know, with DP banned. DP being one of the heroes that they've definitely found comfort on as this new Chaos lineup. And I don't think he wants to play Pugna into this kind of matchup either against Ember Doom. So his hero pool, I don't want to say limited, but definitely the hero pool that he's comfortable playing with his team on seems to be reasonably shallow for now. Final ban for Chaos.
Alright. What do you ban here? You're missing the mid laner.
Could be safe laner.
It's true, yeah. I don't know why I'm assuming the Ember would go.
I'm feeling like Juggernaut is a good blanket ban. Does decently against Sven as you scale into that kind of mid to late game. It's okay against Lone Druid. Very good against Nyx and AA though. The ability just to spin and not care about their individual pickoff.
That's true. Doesn't get stunned by the Spark Carpus, which is like usually a big thing when you're picking a carry against Nyx.
It just feels like they need more team fight. Like Wraith King is out there still. You could theoretically go Wraith King. Because Wraith King gives you team fight just by being a body in the team fight. That's the thing, right? Lone Druid makes it rough for you to pick another melee core.
Exactly. I'd like to see... I mean, if you're going to go for range cores, right? Imagine you're going for carries. There's not many options. It's really just a Weaver. Because you're not going to pick up a Luna.
Again, they could fall back on that Morphling if they really want to. Give Curry the Ember and then give Morphling over to Supreme. That is something that they're known to do. And I wouldn't be surprised to see just a final ban Morphling to, you know, flip the middle finger up at Hippomaniacs here as Chaos Esports. Dipping deep into their reserve time. Oh, there's also the potential for Storm Spirit, right?
There is the potential. You are fighting up against a Nyx, but I guess, you know, not that concerned.
Landing stun's hard.
Killing... Yeah, landing the stun is definitely hard. It was more thing with the mana burn, but the Lone Druid is an easy target of your Storm, of course. Even if you do go for the bear build, which is usually a bit tankier on the Lone Druid, still easy target for the Storm. I don't know, I like the... I don't mind the Storm Spirit. I do like the Morphling pick you were mentioning earlier, though. Oh, Arc Warden.
Oh, the Arc.
That's true. That's true.
one of the other cheesy heroes I mentioned earlier on, right? That's the strength of Hippo's side, though. You don't know whether, like, they first face Ember, but you don't know where the Ember's going.
So Chaos is needing an offlaner now. They banned the Beastmaster. The typical offlaner's gone, you would say. You still go Mars, right? Mars is still in the pool. Not the biggest fan, to be honest. Ooh. Okay. A Chaos special.
That's real nasty.
Yeah.
That's a Kezu special. He spammed this in his pubs for a long ass time. He loves Venomancer, and when you pair it with Ancient Apparition and Sven, you've got two additional heroes potentially. I mean, you pair it with a Lone Druid Radiance Bear as well. You've got three heroes that either give you kill threshold over Poison Nova through Ice Blast or Sven's just raw right clicks, or the ability to tick them over with a Radiance Bear. Super nice. Especially against heroes like, you know, Ember, Doom. You can find pickoffs quite nicely, even if they do jump away.
On the Hippomaniacs side, I will mention that I do like this Lifestealer pick a lot as well. We're saying, oh, you can't pick a melee core against a Lone Druid, but Lifestealer is the exception to the rule there. Yep. Not the best against a Sven. You do get bursted down sometimes, but the fact that you can just feast off the bear so easily, usually a low armor unit with a really, really high HP, is very nice for the Lifestealer. Goes well with your lineup. You have the bomb with the Ember Spirit. We've seen this work out a lot in other matchups.
Do you aggro here as Hippos? Do you go Maiden, Wyvern, Lifestealer, and aggro into the AA Sven Nyx?
I don't know if you win that lane, to be honest. So
Yeah.
it's a bit difficult because AA is a really strong laner, right? The kill potential of an AA Nyx is definitely powerful with the Sven as well. You have bring triple stun to the table. I'm not sure if I'm honest with you.
Yeah, I'm wondering about like what you want to do against a Venomancer, because you could put Doom in a 1v1 against him, but equally, like, Venomancer is very slow early on. Killing him with a Maiden, Wyvern, and Lifestealer, or even just like Lifestealer Maiden, and having the Wyvern play with the Doom is probably more ideal.
But the problem...
The game just gets really messy once you start wondering, like, where does the Nyx go? Like, if Milan is able to rotate from lane to lane, I don't think any lane looks particularly good for Hippomaniacs.
I agree, and the problem I see here is that even if you do cancel the Venomancer early with this dual or even tri-lane, he doesn't care that much. That's the whole purpose of the pick, right? That's the beauty of the Venomancer with that early GPM talent, as long as he gets some experience. You're not too concerned about losing the lane too much. He's quite sacrificial in that sense. In fact, Liquid used to play in that way with Hippomaniacs all the time. So, how concerned are you of winning the lane against him? Wasting the Doom on him is maybe better. That's why I'm also thinking about the aggro try. And at least you do take away rotational power from the Nyx in that sense, right? Because he's forced to stay in the lane no matter what, because you can't do a dual lane against the try.
Ooh.
Okay, that's another option. I was going to suggest
putting Lifestealer...
Yeah.
Yeah, Lifestealer mid against the Lone Druid.
You win the lane
And then-
entirely.
What just happened?
So, Ember's really good in a potential dual lane, and then you can even transition to a try if they put a lot of pressure onto you. Whereas Lifestealer will win this mid lane matchup. However, Chaos could play around this as well, and they could also move their Lone Druid from the mid lane.
Yeah, the Lone Druid, very versatile in what lane he can go to. You do worry, though, that Ember Spirit needs a lot of levels. If you tri-lane around Supreme's Ember Spirit, you do leave yourself lacking experience-wise, potentially.
I don't think
So
you
I
can
think if
try
they-
anymore, you know, with Ember is... Like, maybe when he reaches a couple levels like you mentioned, but I agree with your point entirely.
Yeah. I think you have to kind of stick with the 2-on-2.
Which then gives the opportunity for Chaos to do a tri-lane, and they have a pretty decent tri-lane, to be honest. AA, Sven plus Nyx. Or not necessarily try. I guess try is not the right option. Milan will just rotate whenever he sees a potential kill. And he can get kills now in both dual lanes, even with the Flame Guard and Ember.
No, this guy has no chill, man.
Will they win the Rune Wars? I think they will. Chaos will take the rune out down bottom. Yep. And they take 2 runes up top.
3-1. Good start.
It is a good start, especially for a lineup, but in my opinion is trying to be a bit more aggressive with their supports early. Than Hippomaniacs. Hippomaniacs is trying to get the, I guess, the win in the lanes, the Crystal Main and Winter Wyvern, but the kill potential is much more on Chaos' side. Especially when you're carrying a support, carry, that has a stun. And Venomancer. It's just the hero. Like the 2-2-2 build for this Venom I would like to see for Kezu. And then you take a lot of advantage of the Venomous scale early with the Nyx Assassin. Harass well with the passive. And still annoy with the Plague Guard. There's the level 1 Plague, or Venomous scale.
Daney, already slow as he is on his Crystal Maiden, doesn't feel too good. Struck by Gale. So that means VT faded and Misery down bottom against the Doom Wyvern. And they should feel pretty comfortable here. Maybe even have kill threat on the Wyvern. Stabilite should be pretty okay, though.
Well, I like as well about this. About this top lane now I'm watching just Kezu. I love this Venomancer pick. And the Poison Sting could just take away the Flame Guard, right? Especially in the early levels. So if you get 2 points in Poison Sting early, not even having to commit any mana to take away that DPS. It's kind of annoying if you're playing this lane. And the help from the Crystal Main, as she gets level 3 and level 2 Crystal Nova, it's not going to be very high.
Saney burning through a couple of mangoes already just to push damage in with the Crystal Nova. Attempted dodge there with a slight, but the Gale still being projected forward. Connects on him at the last second.
No Flame Guard for you. Yeah, it's a very slow projectile, right? So it's actually kind of hard to evade it with Sleight of Fist if you don't have a couple units. Because it's big, slow, so it stays there for a while. Who wins these lanes? I mean, the only lane I see, the Hippomaniacs does have the advantage to me of the Lifestealer mid against the Lone Druid. But even then, he's actually 5 versus 9. The early game for the Lifestealer is really difficult against the Lone Druid. Because you're
most
last against
certainly
2
is.
heroes, like, it's just that simple.
Yeah, exactly. And one of them has Blightstone, the other one has Quelling Blade.
It's
Doom
so
and Sven
annoying.
high-fiving, nice.
In the bottom lane, though, we are seeing Misery actually chasing that Muff. There's the cold feet. Not gonna use it there. What are you laughing at? It's the Doom and Sven
Oh, they're
high-five.
high-fiving. Yeah, they're just high-fiving. No big deal.
I love
Just
that
a TI9
implementation.
qualification match.
It's not important, right? TI9's like
love
the
it.
small tournament this year. You know.
The best thing about Dota, honestly.
Oh. It is, I agree. And we caught that on camera. Last time I didn't catch that on camera. Look at that friendship. Oh, this lane for Faded starting to be a bit harassed with the Splinter Blast. The Infernal Blade also kind of annoying. And Doom is actually not doing badly at all against Sven.
Transcends expectation.
He has a pretty
No.
decent lane matchup against him with the Infernal Blade. You don't really care about the Devour change.
Yeah, you were asking like who comes out on top of these lanes, and it's taken a couple of waves now to try and kind of equalize and balance things out. Yes, the Lone Druid is still leading mid against Lifestealer, but Lifestealer should increase his chances. The more points of Feast he gets, the quicker he gets into phase boots and progresses forward. And top lane, you know, they're making a move on Kezu now. They've got Slight, they've got Flame Guard going. No chains just yet though. This level 3 Ember Spirit not quite cracking that point yet as they turn around on him.
Okay, Milan playing with fire here. Crystal Nova, can they kill him? Venomous Gale slowing down Supreme, but
Yes,
he's still
Slight.
committed on this kill. There you go. No need for the Sleight of Fist. Milan will go down to Seni.
Lord transcends expectation.
That new attack speed is working out, yeah. That new patch helped the Crystal Maiden become a real right clicker here.
Feels good, man.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure she high rolled on that as well. Didn't feel like she had enough damage to actually kill off the Nyx, but just about scrapes through with it. Even with Milan's stout shield up.
Actually don't know how big
nice.
the roll is for Crystal Maiden. I don't know if
It's not, it's like 6 damage roll, it's not that big. I'm just memeing a bit.
Oh, okay. I was genuinely questioning, man. I was taking your analysis seriously.
I mean, it probably was a high roll, but it's also like no stout shield block as well.
Yeah,
Everything comes into play.
He was dead to Sleight of Fist anyway, so over analysis of the play,
exactly.
that didn't matter.
He
There-
was dead.
The top lane, though, Chaos can put a bit of harassment, but it's working out nicely for this Ember Spirit. And he now will soon get the kill potential of Searing Chains, which really puts this lane in their favor. Even with 2 points of Venomous Gale, which I hope is the build. Oh, nice. Yeah, Crystal Nova only hits 1 because he knew the Spycarpus was going to come out. Or, I hope so. I hope that's the reason, not just a miss.
Well, we'll call it
Yeah, next
a
level.
nice
play.
judgment call.
Yeah. I like the new build on the Crystal Maiden, by the way. The 2 points in Crystal Nova, just taking advantage of this harassment. And now, Spycarpus is not available. Which means that it's time for these guys to take some runes. However, Milan does manage to get the Impale off onto Seni and steal that rune. No win for anyone. This time it is an even trade.
2 for 2. But yeah, the Crystal Maiden build with like triple or quadruple mangoes into tranquil boots. You're just spamming your Crystal Nova over and over again. Feels pretty nice. And with 1 point up in the Arcane Aura, you're also giving this Winter Wyvern down bottom the ability to spam out Splinter Blasts. You know, Doom can push out an extra couple of Infernal Blades. None of these lanes are lacking in mana at all. Everyone's sitting pretty much at full mana, apart from top lane, who have been pushing spells relentlessly in towards Milan and Kezu.
And this is the exact the exact draft you would have put a Crystal Maiden in. One where they can really utilize the mana to spam constantly. Yes, Lifestealer I guess can't do that because he's just more about his passive, but who cares? The rest of the lanes are doing quite nicely. The mid lane is actually now, oh no, still in favor of Matoma, man. Quite a lot. Maybe I overestimated the power of Lifestealer. He just needs to, Matoma just needs to farm. Top lane, by the way, I think Kezu, no, not Searing Chains just yet. He actually did not go for the point Searing Chains. Instead going for a 0-3-2, I think, build, or 0-2-3 build.
Yeah, we'll see where he heads. Right now, it's just a lot of harassment onto Kezu and Milan. Still, though, Kezu keeping up in farm. 31-3, defending their tier 1. Lane is in their favor until now, when it will drop back for the Crystal Maiden and the Ember Spirit. Milan and Kezu, no shrine here. But they don't actually have a quick and easy way to regen back up. And we might just see Kezu. Oh, Curry middle. Oh god, that DD Bear is going in. Curry's in trouble. But Superman's Bear is not going to reach in time. The Infest will be there for Curry. What did he just...
Yeah, I was wondering, why is he not... Am I
okay.
crazy? Does it not heal when he does that? Wait. Now I feel like an idiot. I'm just gonna gloss over this fact. Is this not what happened?
What did he infest into?
That's what I'm wondering. Did he not? How do you not heal when you infest a creep? Don't you consume it and you heal?
Bot lane, Misery's dying. Yeah, you do. That's Misery's dead.
Okay. We did. I did catch the Misery kill. Nice cast, by the way. Misery's dead. Yep.
Oh no, it's only neutral creeps or enemy creeps. What? It was a friendly creep that came.
Oh right. Okay. Wow. Whew. That was a very dumb moment. I'm sorry, guys.
This reward.
You get so used to just lifestealer infesting whatever and healing. But yeah. But Curry gets alive in the end. Got the salve anyway. He heals back up. He now back to hitting the bear. Usually he can heal fair enough against the bear. By the way, I love the name of that bear. But not when the bear has double damage. Out damages the lifestealer's heal. Bottom lane, by the way, Doom gets away. They tried to kill him, but they waste their only stun, or the 2 stuns chaining him. And Doom actually lasts quite a lot with a Devour. And I'm in lane, they're going to be another attack from Hippomaniacs. This time they might be able to catch him. Hippomaniacs trying to heal with that bear, but I don't think it's going to be good enough. They're going to lose the hero finally. Curry, last hit, and there he goes. Killing off Hippomaniacs and evening out this lane, at least in terms of net worth. Ah, no, there's still actually quite a difference between them. 800 gold still, despite that kill. Rotation of 2 supports as well. Just giving Curry a bit of space.
It does give him a nice bit of room in that mid lane. But the trouble is, like, he pushes the mid lane out. Now he falls back, farms a medium camp, maybe a large camp as well. Comes back to lane. No one really there to stop him. Chaos can't get into that jungle area. Kezu has been pressured back to his tier 1. He's holding with Plague Wards. His farm is going really well, though. 3,100 net worth. CS-wise looking real hot because of jungle creeps. Is what I was paying attention to. But still ahead of the Lifestealer. And well on his way towards 4 staff. Kezu has that urn ready. Chaos should be getting ready to fight very soon. Once we hit 10 minutes, those bounty runes coming up. The level 6 is being hit potentially on the AA and Nyx as they do close in on those ultis. And that's when Chaos really start to hit their stride. They'll have kill threat across the map. They'll have scouting capabilities. But most importantly, the Veno, AA, and Nyx, maybe with the Sven involved as well, they have to create space for this lone druid. Ben's now farming jungle for his Midas, so the Midas will allow him to keep his net worth up while he's fighting and pushing forward aggressively. I think they go and make base camp up top lane and do the mirror movement. Try and push the Ember Spirit out of lane, get him to go jungle, or get him to transfer down to bottom lane. And you can push the enemy tier 1s at the same time.
Yeah, they're going to be a push for now and an attack on the Nyx, yeah. I was hoping for that. Saber acknowledges the Nyx is probably alone. Without the Sven, there's nothing they can do. Nyx is going to go down. Misery in the top lane, though, as well. So it's 2 supports, actually. And this is interesting. There's 2 supports in 2 different lanes. The same team being aggressive in both of them, putting pressure in either place. Hippomaniacs taking advantage of that early game presence that they do have. And Curry just slowly reaching that Midas. He has phase boots ready. Not the best timing for a Lifestealer Midas, but after his lane, you know, it's a bit difficult anyway. And
here's the bounty rune fight, though.
Yeah, Matumba's starting to rotate. Muff will go down here. Easy. With that lucky root. I mean, they didn't even need it. They had the Stormhammer. At least Saber, though, tries to steal that rune. They get the Impale off.
Oh, the
now
bad.
Matumba comes in. The Savage Roar is ready. Okay, Saber devours the creep. Nice body block, but he face boots himself to safety.
Still a 2 for 2. They lose the Wyvern down there, but, you know, you take things in balance. They lost the Nyx and the Ancient Apparition across the map, like you were mentioning. As those 2 supports really are in that awkward position where they need to try and crack level 6, but they also need to try and create space at the same time for Lone Druid and Sven. As middle lane, Crystal Maiden getting found by the Veno and the Lone Druid. Trapped in the trees as Lifestealer munches away onto Matumbaman. The freezing field, now the rage comes out and down goes the bear. Lone Druid's gone and Veno might be following suit. The Ember remnanting forward looking for the catch and he's gonna get one. Quick little takedown on Misery. Kezu does survive though.
That was a fantastic freezing field there by Senny. Properly positioned, really hard to stop. They bring down the Lone Druid. And this is the kind of things that you're looking to do against a Lone Druid, right? Stop his early game farm, don't let him, you know, snowball or have that space to reach his basic items and start being impactful and pushing out, shoving out those lanes. And in the meantime, if Curry can also get a Midas, then the more the better.
Yeah, Midas up very soon on the Lifestealer. Not too far off it. And Lone Druid Okay, his Midas was on cooldown when he died. It's okay. I needed to check. Click on his bear. Still on cooldown. It's fine. No
efficiency.
No efficiency lost. No, absolutely not. Bottom lane, Ice Blast.
That's a dead Doom. Easy with the Ice Blast. Comes a bit late with the Winter
Tower.
Skirts. In fact, Muff.
Denied.
Oh, the tower gets denied, and now Muff might also go down. Ice Blast still on him. The Frostbite will end up breaking him. And that's a nice little counter killer by Chaos, recovering what Matoma lost in the mid lane. And now he's head of the net worth chart yet again. Top lane, Siri Chains will come by for the Sven. There's the ice. No. No follow-up. So, it's time for Hippomaniacs to start putting some pressure onto towers. Dividing the farm nicely, being efficient with it as Chaos rotates. And they don't want to let these towers fall right now. They already get a denial in the bottom tier 1. So these gold bags are not working out too well. Ember will take the top tier. No, they even glyph it as well. That's going to be 2 denies. Supreme is committing for this though. He wants to fight this. They don't want to go for the tower. They're going to go for the heroes first. The Doom is ready. In comes the God's Strength. Doom, a bit late, but still going to deal a damage and stopping the Sven. However, Saberlight still has a lot of healing. They kill VT Faye. They go for Milan next. The Impale does stop the Amber from going any further. Kazu will go down as the Infernal Blade finishes him off. And Supreme has a Sleight of Fist. Still a Searing Chains. Milan could be killed here, but no, he has Vendetta. He'll be fine.
Oh, the sentry.
Oh, the sentry. They just barely catch him with a Sleight of Fist. He gets away.
Oh my god.
The Splinter Blast is not enough. The Crystal Nova either. Matoma Man joins in there with the Ice Blast. They can still counter kill. No more healing for this Doom, which means he's now an easy prey. They get the root onto him, but the damage is not enough to kill him off. Instead, it's going to be Milan who gets him with a Vendetta. Milan from before this hero. Milan even stuns now the Ember. He wants to play till the end. There's the Crystal Nova. But he has the Infused Raindrops. They miss a Sleight of Fist. Milan alone against 2. This time he will finally die. That team fight.
Man. Super extended team fight. Saberlight with a double kill. That Doom comes in. Right place, right time. Catching out the Sven, forcing him back. Infernal Blade doing a hell of a lot of work there as well. Doom with that up to level 3. Has the Purge Creep as well to dispel off the Warcry of Sven, which made things reasonably simple for them just to bring him down. Nyx with some sick plays, got to be said. You know, Milan there getting a Vendetta to escape, then finding the snipe on the back. Does get a cross kill. Unfortunately for Matoma Man, he's just not at that point yet where he can do a whole lot in these fights. He's got Phase Midas, Orb of Venom, Blightstone, everything put on his bear. Definitely heavily reliant on those Entangling Claws, though, to find any pickoffs at all.
I mean, those Entangling have been working quite well, though. Matoma Man, I think, has gotten them every single time he's chasing after someone. Oh, Bear realizes there's a Lifestealer here. They have open wounds, but nah, they don't want to go for the little Bear just yet. Our Hippomaniacs is going to push this tier 1 as well, try to take the tier 1 down. I think Chaos has been doing a pretty good job of defending these tier 1s. Milan, this is what you were talking about, the AA plus Nyx combination. They don't hit him with the Ice Blast damage, but they do get him with a Frostbite debuff. Can they still? No, they're not going to go forward. Bit too difficult.
Not quite connecting cleanly with the Ice Blast. Even so, this Curry Doom, pretty tanky with that hood. Drums, 1500 HP. Tons of magic resist as well, up to 46%. Pretty hard to bring down with a 15-minute bounty rune spawning, though. Milan and Kezu force staff back to get the Nyx out of danger. Kezu might find himself in a spot of bother, though.
Yeah, they purged him. They have the Doom. They have the Doom. And they want to use it. The Shadows are saving Kezu right now, finally. In open field. A Doom can come out, but they doubt about it. Yeah, they're still close to his tower. These trees over here. These magical trees saved him.
Ember's okay, Ember's okay. It's fine.
He's scared.
Entangling Claws takes him down to like a third of his HP, though. And Ice Blast off the mark, unfortunately. Just clips the Doom. And now that means Matoma Man knows what's coming his way, and maybe, with Doom Ember showing top, a move can be made bottom. Milan already pressing forward, looking for that aggressive maneuver. Saini and Curry both fall back to safer pastures.
I think Milan has been a fantastic player this game until now. You know, like, playing quite aggressively. Understanding that Nyx is slightly sacrificial. You know, you have to play risky sometimes to reap those rewards. He's going straight for the Meteor Hammer to get more stunned. Classic build in the Nyx we see very often nowadays on position 4. Thanks to him, they've gotten a lot of these pickoffs and team fights properly. Even if Hippomaniacs is still winning by 2k, Chaos has a lot of space to recover. And they do have a really nice late game. It's still not their timing with a Lone Druid and a Sven.
When Doom gets full pipe, Ember Spirit's going to have Maelstrom completed. I don't think they can kill the bear here. Another Infernal Blade, another Purge. It's still too close to that tier 2. But yeah, once this Dire team has pipe on Doom, Maelstrom on the Ember Spirit, maybe it'll coincide with the full SNY on Lifestealer, but for now he's just got the Yasha. They look and feel reasonably strong. You know, Glimmercape is nearly done on the Wyvern, so that kind of pre-20-minute timing to go and rush towards your opponents before Sven is fully ready, definitely on the cards here for Hippomaniacs. But obviously you do have to keep in mind that Sven is working towards BKB. Once he gets that, the script does get flipped a little bit. Venomancer with a Spirit Vessel nearly completed brings so much magic damage to the table when he hits level 12 especially. So we have this race between these two teams to create this mounting pressure on the map as quickly as they can. It just feels like the Hippomaniacs may be a little more pressed for time than Chaos are.
Definitely, this should be right now when they're getting these kills. Take advantage of the Crystal Main as well. Has a pretty decent timing in the early. Unfortunately, the Lifestealer still needs, like you mentioned, SSNY finally completed. Now they might start looking for kills. I think it's the right choice though to go for SNY rather than the Radiance build that we see often on Lifestealer. Just because you need that earlier timing on the Lifestealer, making sure that you beat Chaos before they start becoming the real proposers of aggression. Maelstrom also an Ember that adds a lot of damage. I think they're ready to fight Hippomaniacs.
Yeah, it's also, you know, Radiance doesn't necessarily allow you to fight the Sven or the Lone Druid, right? True. Sven BKB, Radiance not going to do a damn thing. Oh, Ember wants in.
Also stuns you with the Nyx, which is always
yeah, there's also that. And then you've got to think about, you know, the armor from Yasha, the movement speed, the status resistance from Sanj, everything feels much more comfortable when you go S and Y.
Yeah.
But he does have Deso queued up now.
So, more of the aggressive mid-game Lifestealer build. Very typical, hoping
oh,
for
he finished
progress.
SNY, never mind.
Yeah, SNY is done, yeah. Oh, sorry, I misunderstood you. It's okay. He doesn't get the kill, though. He reveals SNY. It's like, guys, I can fight now, but no. No killing potential. Maelstrom still not revealed on Supreme, so they're hoping to get a team fight out of this.
Yeah, this is it. Pipe, SNY, Maelstrom. Sad they don't have the Glimmer yet over on Muff, but it's fine. They just want to take control of Roshan area. Mid-tier 1, go and ward up the Northern Radiant Shrine, which they've already done, in fact. So it's down to Chaos to make that surprise jump. Try and find the initiation. Wyvern and Maiden, they are very juicy targets as Veno starts things off.
Yeah, I think Veno might go down here. The open wounds slows him to a halt, and they managed to get the kill onto Veno. But now, the more important kill, moving down bottom. Yes, exactly. Sven could be in trouble here. They're chasing after him. Unfortunately, the Doom doesn't actually slow him down, which means Sven is just, Sven is just free.
They know.
This is the spot. The Crystal Nova misses him. Oh, they don't know this spot. Okay, VT faded. He's in a TP back home. They just wasted a Doom for nothing. Like, where did he go?
They'll catch the AA. No, they won't. He's gone as well.
Senny just realized where he had gone to. He realized his Crystal Nova just barely missed him. That's unfortunate. Like, he takes a moment to cry here, realizing what he just did.
I mean, it was so Milan had a really sick play there, catching two heroes with Carapace and Impale, stopping the Ember Spirit from fully diving on the Venomancer. Kezu still dies, and they do lose that tier 1, so advantage Hippomaniacs for sure, but that Doom being expended in a long extended chase means that now Sven is incredibly close to his BKB, farming enemy side of the map now as Nyx Assassin is hunting and looking for targets. Lifestealer might just be the juiciest of them all, and with a God Strength, no God Strength, but they've got Ice Blast, Stun, into Chain Stun. Do they have the damage to bring him down? With a Rage and a chase forward, Lifestealer wants to fight, but he's got to infest Wyvern or a Creep or something. Get in the Wolf. He's alright. He's chill.
And then here comes the Ember. They're gonna fight this back. Slide of the Searing Chain stopping too. Ember does a lot of damage. Slide of Fist ready. But in comes the Lifestealer and the Wolf. However, the Savage Roar catches him as he comes out of the Wolf. Gonna settle for misery. He's just walking aimlessly, giving his life to the gods. Milan might also go down here. Is the easier of kills. Yeah, gonna go for the Lone Druid. Matumba Man alone. They kill Milan in the back lines, and Matumba Man will finally go down for Hippomaniacs.
Some big kills there. They get the Nyx as well. They actually chase him down. Saini finds that one, but they absolutely dogpiled on that Lone Druid. As soon as they see that Matumba Man's out of position, they are hounding him. And they get the kill as Matumba Man was about 250 or 300 gold away from that Radiance recipe. So they delay that timing even further. Another couple of minutes that Chaos have to wait for the Radiant's Lone Druid, and that's another tier 2 now for the Hippomaniacs. And potentially a position to go into Roshan from.
It is how you're supposed to play when you have this small window of being superior to the enemy team, right? Get these kind of team fights, immediately transform into objective. Yes, you might not get the tier 2, but look, thanks to this, the Lifestealer is, what, halfway done with the Desolator? Almost done, actually, with the Desolator. Just needs 800 more gold. In fact, they're going to keep on putting pressure to this tower. They're not afraid. They know Milan is here now. Gets the stun out with a Spike Carpus, but they see him. Have a sentry down. Milan will go down here, even with the Impale. He apologizes for that play. And now there's an opportunity maybe to take a tier 2, or perhaps just keep on farming and move on to the Roshan that you were mentioning. It'll take a while, though, to take it without the Desolator.
Milan has said sorry 6 times this game.
Milan's a very... He's actually Canadian. That's not known.
Sorry. Didn't mean to die, eh?
Wow, that was terrible. I liked your Irish one. Canadian needs to work, man.
I do not do Canadian.
You need to watch more Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah, I do.
Alright. There's a Radiant's done alone to it, though. So this allows Matoman to be useful in fights again, right? Now Chaos can fight and not be helpless entirely.
Ember with a BKB nearly done, though. Did have a few issues in that previous fight against Cold Feet, Savage Roar, Stormhammer, everything being hurled his way. And that BKB is going to give him some free reign in these team fights. And we're still yet to see a nice Winter's Curse. We're still yet to see, you know, a massive one. It has so far been used very commonly by Muff as a disengage tool, more so than any form of damage dealing or team fight setup. Chaos, though, with the smoke. They've got that BKB blink up on Sven, level 3 in the God Strength as well. Nyx will scout with a Vendetta. But herein lies a problem. Mid-tier 1 on the Dire side is still up, 23 minutes in. And that's going to be a sticking point for these smokes from the from the Radiant team as they head in between tier 1, tier 2, but they're not going to find anyone just yet. Look at where the Hippos are heading.
Oh, Ember. BKB'd up, and they're going to actually find Matoman. This is the perfect kill to begin this team fight. Matoman is done here. Yep, they're going to catch him one last hit. Matoman's down. No more bear here as they completely backstab them. Kenzo might be the next victim. No rage, though. Curry could be in trouble as he gets frozen solid. Who cares?
Oh, beautiful.
Freezing Field even gives him a bit of a zone out, and it's only Milan left who can't even complete his Meteor Hammer before he gets exterminated. What a play there by Hippomaniacs.
Man, they doomed the Sven, they Winter's Cursed the Sven, and then they fought the other 4. Really nice backstab smoke, they felt it coming. They lose the tier 1 because Matoman shows himself on lane, sends his bear onto the tier 1 to claim it, to try and open the map for his team to actually use the smoke and move forward. But the infested Ember, with a BKB and a raged up Lifestealer, absolutely shred that Lone Druid. No chance of a Savage Roar. It was a nice Ice Blast from Misery, it just wasn't any follow through as they got scattered to the wind. And Chaos left scratching their heads, wondering what they need to do to win a team fight here, because the Sven didn't have like an iota of impact. Blink BKB God Strength didn't get to hit a single hero.
I mean, that's the power of Hippomaniacs, their superior mobility here. Chaos is a much more stable team fight, but having a Lone Druid, having a Sven, you can definitely get kited around, and the Ember did a fantastic job of that. Even had a really good Freezing Field Derseni, so that if Sven actually walked in, he was perpetually slowed and could just be kited. Hippomaniacs played that fight perfectly, but will they be able to get something like that again? It's a bit difficult to get to that Lone Druid so easily. Apparently, with a Lifestealer Bomb, they're confident. I'm gonna take the bear for now. Which is not bad, actually, because I think he's out of bears, yep.
300 gold, 300 experience, bear on cooldown for 80 seconds. Now's your time to strike. Let's go, Hippomaniacs.
Let's go. No bias.
Czech boys are doing it.
They are.
Join Dota League, now we here, heading to TI9.
Man, and you can actually claim that Join Dota League actually shapes talent. Shapes the best of talent.
I mean, it's where GH and Miracle played when they started off as well. A lot of players have gone through JDL to kick off their careers.
We know that. Thank you for keeping an actual tier 2 league
Hashtag ad. Hashtag ad. I don't want to upset anybody on the internet.
I love the caster for it as well. I think the caster for Join Dota League. This British guy, I think it's John Oliver.
Oh yeah, John Oliver?
Yeah, really good. Yeah.
He's sick, dude.
Yeah.
He's where I get my inspiration from.
Oh, that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. So Kezu's Veno right now, struggling a little bit net worth-wise. The GPM talent definitely keeping him in the game. Still going heavy utility, aiming for the Guardian Greaves coming up in not too long. Just hasn't felt like he's had a massive amount of impact. It's been a rough game for Chaos all around, though, it's got to be said. They haven't hit their timings.
Okay. Did you see that?
What?
Did you see what the Ember was doing? Just walked into the AA base, like just.
I mean, what's gonna happen? He has BKB, he has remnants.
I mean, I guess.
How does he die?
Yeah, I guess you're right. And there was no purpose in him walking in the base. I don't know if he's just taunting the enemy team at this point. Sorry, go on.
No, maybe I'm wondering as well.
Because that
he might just be because they're pushing top tier 2, right? Very likely he just wants to try and force TPs back so they don't take top tier 2, and he did force one.
He forced the Venom. Yeah, that was pretty good. I mean, but it just shows to me the confidence, like when you can do that as the Ember. You're right. How do you stop him? You have to get a lucky route, right? What is your stun? The Stormhammer and the Impale?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it has to be Carapace on Flame Guard into Impale, Meteor Hammer, Storm Hammer, Cold Feet, everything. You have to dump everything on this Ember to kill him. Because a second, a lapse in stun means a slight, a BKB, a wand, a remnant away.
Part of the CM.
Oh, does he just buy back here? Because Roshan's alive.
I think Chaos... Will Chaos try to go for the Roshan? I mean, the Shrine still alive, so Sam can just buy back in TP. And I think it's a bit scary. You don't want to go into it. You don't really have the best Roshan taking just yet either. Yeah, they're just going to keep on farming. They're going to take advantage of this to just try to make this game go longer. That's what they need, really. Chaos. Time, right? Get that Bloodthorn on Sven. Get those useful items. Salkarass on the Lone Druid. Be able to beat Hippomaniacs.
Doom has just countered Sven. Halberd acquired.
Well, Halberd plus Doom. I don't know how you're going to be able to do anything in these team fights. It's only 3.5 seconds though, right? So it's just about that. 3.5 seconds. What's that? It's nothing.
It's nothing, yeah, it's nothing. Every 10th of a second matters in a Dota 2 team fight. 3 seconds is nothing. Gem Glimmer Force on the Wyvern. BKB queued and halfway complete on the Crystal Maiden, funnily enough, heading straight into it. As Curry nearly grabs Kezu, catches a glimpse, but the full staff back will create that gap. Supreme's still going in deep. He is hunting.
If this smoke doesn't work out, you could always just go for the Roche, I guess. But the lanes aren't shoved. No, never mind. The lanes aren't shoved enough. Are they just going to stay on this high ground? Hope that Chaos comes up here? They must know. They have a ward here.
They just want to set up base camp, right? They're getting ready to climb Everest. They've gone up 4,000 feet. They've set up their tents, put a ward down. They're pretty happy here. They just need to make that final climb towards the summit. Take the tier 2, take Roshan, try and force a fight around this northern shrine as best as you can. Because you think about it this way, the best way for Chaos to fight, or at least the most comfortable way for them to fight, is to fight at the shrine when they're ready. But it's not comfortable fighting at the shrine when you're, acting late. You're the ones walking up high ground, up into the darkness, up these ramps and staircases. So they smoke to the other side of the map. 30-minute bounty runes.
Oh no, I think Doom might be killed off here. Well, actually with the Winter's Curse, he might just survive. Glimmer Cape as well.
Oh, he purged it.
Yeah, he purged that Cold Feet. That will save him. That will save him. Saberlight gets away. Well played. Impale though to stop the potential counter. There's no way they can get caught, right? Unless Matoma Man now steering chains. They do catch him, but Sven comes in. It was a trap. They're ready to start hitting. Supreme is gone. Curry, though, find the Sven to the death. The Doom onto him, but the Doom might die because there's, however, another beautiful Glimmer Cape purged against the Cold Feet. Sending the backlines, use that ultimate. But it's not going to be good enough. The Radiance will finish him off. However, VT Faye died to the Doom damage there. As Curry chases from Matoma Man. He's still anxious for that kill. The bear gives him a bit of space. Now the Venomous Scale. He has to purge it off with a Rage. Finds instead a Milan, and he just tears right through him.
Okay, let me gather my thoughts for a second. That fight starts at the Bounty Rune. Going on the Doom, throwing Ice Blast, Sven, everything. No, it's fine. Okay. The Doom Halberd saved him there. Then he purged off the Cold Feet, glimmered up by the Winter Wyvern. Winter's Curse is there to buy more time, and they delay and they move away. But Supreme just remnants in to the middle of like 4 enemy heroes. Sven, I've got to say, absolutely sickening, disgusting reaction times. As soon as the Remnant landed, VT Faded was casting stun on him. They were double stunned, annihilated under the massive swinging hammer, swaying around as Sven flings his damage towards them. But the extended fight afterwards, you know, Sven falling, Lone Druid finding a couple of pickoffs, Lifestealer surviving, nearly got a kill on AA in the back end, but Misery survived on like 10 HP, dodged an Infest bomb as well. I still feel pretty good for Hippomaniacs. That was, you know, a team fight. By all means, they should have won convincingly. A slight slip-up and over-eagerness there from Supreme to get involved and get into the middle of it all, because he has felt unkillable. If he'd popped his BKB preemptively, things would have gone much more differently. Oh, they'll get the bear mid, potentially. No, force-staffed away. Saved. Lives to fight another day. Remnant forward. Ember Spirit chains it up.
Will they kill him? Yes, yeah. They do get it. Okay.
Why are we cheering for the bear to die?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I realize, but it's just the satisfaction, right, of seeing the Searing Chains, the last ticks of damage. Matoma Man has the next bear, but that's one. They can kill him again, or they can just fight against Matoma Man. That's 2 minutes without a bear, right? So it could be a good time to fight if Hippomaniacs wants to. Perhaps threaten the Roshan that we've been talking about for a while. Chaos has been keeping good control over this Roshan thanks to the Plague Wards, though.
It's been difficult to get back into that pit. 32 minutes in, first Roshan's still there. Oh, is that Lifestealer with a full AC and Basher to soon be done?
Wait, seriously? Both at the same time?
Yeah, both at the same time. He won't have buyback, but he will have AC Basher.
That's pretty huge. I mean, buyback is nice, but, you know.
Ember is still 1,000 gold away from his Octarine, but he has an Arcane Rune bottled. This Roshan fight's going to get real spicy.
I mean, what does Chaos have for this next fight that they're kind of showing off here? We just saw Bloodthorn. Okay, thank you. As I said it, the courier delivers it. Bloodthorn for the Sven. This is big as well. Right? The pause immediately go. Okay. He just wanted to bask in the glory of that Bloodthorn for a second. That can stop a potential doom for the Sven if he's quick enough with his fingers.
Yeah, they don't have a good dispel either, so that Bloodthorn onto anyone apart from Ember Spirit is very likely a kill. Winter Wyvern just has to be very quick in reaction, right? Glimmer Force, Winter's Curse, those are the 3 ways you're going to save someone from a Bloodthorn jump from Sven. It really does all come down to that Winter Wyvern. Hippomaniacs love these long, looping smoke moves.
Okay, they will find Matoma Man again. This is the perfect situation for Matoma Man. This time has cavalry helping him out. He's not going to go quite down the air. Curry now starts fighting against VT Faye. They use a Winter Scourge to reset this team fight. Give some time for the Doom to come back in. And Matumba is still being chased away by this Ember. Look at Kezu almost dead there. They need to get the final hit in. Kezu manages to get his ultimate out. And there is Supreme gone. But a freezing field destroying Kezu Seni. Well played there. Supreme comes back in. Thanks to his spirit. They got Matumba again. And the endless chase finally complete as Matumba alone in the trees and torn to shreds by an angry Curry.
2 buybacks for Hippos though. Very, very, again, over-eager. They are so desperate to get into these fights. They see a target, but Doom is a good 1,500, 2,000 range away from any of his allies. Ember Spirit has to buy back because he's gone off chasing. The Lone Druid does get turned around on by the Venno and the Sven once that Winter's Curse has ended. The Sven nearly took down the Venno, his own teammate, through it, but not quite enough damage to bring him down. Now, a Roshan attempt does get clipped by the Ice Blast here. Sven is nowhere near to try and contest or defend, so it will be Aegis going into the hands of the Hippomaniacs. Ember Spirit with his buyback should be the one grabbing this up.
I mean, I think in the last fight, what shows to me is that Hippomaniac made some amazing moves. The second time they get a smoke like that, and again, the perfect fight, right? This time a bit less coordinated, and this time the guys at Chaos were ready for it. But still, really good smokes, really good map movements. However, they are starting to face farmed Sven that can actually crush you. And the Ember actually gets shred like a piece of paper. It's so easy to kill Supreme. All you need is a crit in one of the hits, and he's almost dead. You even have a Bloodthorn as well to stop him. And he has nothing right now to stop that besides the BKB. And even with the BKB, we've seen him go down. So, Chaos can still definitely take these fights easily if they just stop losing the Lone Druid in the backlines because of amazing smoke movements at Hippomaniacs. Fighting in the tier 3s.
I just feel like, you know, if Doom doesn't blink so far forward, if he just waits, you know, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, his team can catch up and they do get the blow up on the Lone Druid, but It's so difficult to make judgment calls like that when you know you're going into that area blind. You know that Chaos are there somewhere, but you don't know who you're gonna touch first. Oh, well, what's the CD on Bear? A minute and a half.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah. That's definitely a yikes. This lone druid.
Another arcane rune for Ember. Are you serious?
Man.
Octarine and arcane.
There's a clear bias from the game towards Hippomaniacs, you know. Just helping him out.
What? I wonder what the CD is gonna be.
So you reduce it by 25 and then by 25 again?
Whoa, BKB.
BKB used, but the Doom also on him. They want to kill Seni first.
Bash him.
They just need to get a bash off. Sven is running
This
away.
is a bash.
BKB's almost done. BKB's almost done. They get him with the searing chains, forced him to safety, but they go up to the high gun. They don't care. They gotta kill the Sven, and they do so.
No buyback.
No BT faded, no buyback. But Toolman could be in a similar position here. Oh, okay, Supreme, you might have been gone a bit too far. No, they still get the kill on the bear. Goodbye to the lone druid. 80 seconds without him. No, he has buyback. He can still come back. Milan might be the next target. They try to kill him with the infest bomb.
If he buys back, what does he do?
He has no bear.
VT Faded is 75 gold away from buyback. Ember Spirit, careful, buddy.
Loses the
Does have
Aegis.
the Aegis to fall back on, that's fine.
They can still do this. They got the searing chains onto the Veno. They have no defense, really. They have to buy
Sven
back.
is 50 gold away from buyback.
Okay, he's close. They can still fight this. That's why the buyback on Matuma Man. But, ooh, nice Ghost Scepter there by the Venomancer, saving his life. Now the Ice Blast. Seni, don't get clipped by that. But in comes the Ember yet again. Cleans the room away. Kezu and Misery done for because of Ember again. Supreme. The Supreme God of this fight. Another beautiful certain change. They might be able to catch this Snake's Assassin. Exterminate him. All they need to do is 2 more hits. Curry, get him. Slide of Fist as well. But no, he force-stepped himself to safety. And now it's time for Hippomaniacs to retreat before the Sven comes back in. That gold. 3 more gold, 2 more gold. He can't buy back now. He can't buy back now.
No, it's 15 seconds. They have a Winter's Curse as well. You've always got to be very worried right now as Chaos. Leave this Rax to die.
Oh, no need. Okay, there's the Ice Blast. Sven is coming back in 5 seconds. He can still fight this Winter's Curse. Oh no, the bear has been caught into it. Nice job there by Matoma Man. Getting out of range so the bear can't keep hitting. But now Curry could be in trouble. There's the Bloodthorn. A Fear as well. He's been saved by the Glimmer Cave for now. No, the damage from Sven will be enough. Curry will go down there. It's time for some counter kills. Seni, can they kill him in time? Yeah, I think so. Look at that damage from BT Faded.
Blightstone still on the bear. Bottom lane, you've got creeps on your tier 3s, but you've just lost a lane and a half, mid and top. Only the range Rax surviving mid. And that was a really nice force push there from the Hippomaniacs into that top lane, catching kill after kill, eliminating the Sven as VT Faded was 100 gold away from buyback when that all kicked off. If only he'd farmed an extra creep wave or got another bounty rune or something, that would have been absolutely fine for Chaos. But you can see the difference it makes. 100 gold, 1 buyback difference, and all of a sudden, Hippomaniacs taking down some massive structural damage on the Radiant side of the map. Chaos feeling desperate, emboldened by the fact that they're all alive, pushing out onto tier 2, maybe go for high ground middle. The tier 3 is a potential target for them. Winter's Curse is back in 5 seconds though, and that is something they have to be incredibly wary of.
Hippomaniacs just need to defend this for a bit until Lifestealer comes back in. Thanks to the glyph, they should be able to do so. And maybe Chaos changes their mind. They can't keep on pushing this, knowing the Lifestealer's coming back in 20 seconds. They play defensively, but Chaos, you know, you're running out of time this game. They need to get to that late game, but Hippomaniacs is just knocking on their door, hoping to take down those last set of racks. Only 1 range racks remaining in the mid lane as well. And they're going for the smoke.
Yeah. Ember Spirit doesn't have buyback here. Neither does the Doom. Lifesteal are really the only key hero with it. The 2 supports do, but outside of the Lifestealer, the cores do not.
Oh, the God Strength didn't activate. I think they want to fight this from the trees. They get a nice Bloodthorn and an Impale. That's the Lifestealer dead. Even with the Glimmer Cape, they can kill him off. 90 seconds without him. Winter Scourge to reset the team fight. If they want to fight this, they need Lifestealer to buy back. They even doomed the Sven. Lifestealer staying dead though. Why are they fighting Hippomaniacs? There's no lag yet, but a beautiful! Look at that freezing field! It destroys Chaos! 2 cores are dead! This is the best support play you can hope for! Hippomaniacs doesn't need the Lifestealer! The true carry is right here the whole time!
That's Crystal Maiden's face right now.
Real happiness.
Holy fuck! That freezing field, dude. Okay, this is why you rush BKB on Maiden. Forget staffs and glimmer capes and all a load of bollocks. You get yourself a BKB, you press the golden shiny button, and you freeze the crap out of your opponents. That's Lone Druid gone for 70. The buyback on the Sven expended. Chaos on their side of the map now have to defend double lanes, top and mid. Defend the next Roshan potentially without your Lone Druid. It's 1 minute 26, so Lone Druid will be respawning in time, fortunately for them, even if it is the fast spawn. But this is so much space. Ember Spirit there, if he dies, the game could just very well be over. Because he's died without buyback. Lifestealer holding onto that buyback. I was in the same camp as you were, like, screaming internally, why hasn't he bought back? He doesn't need to. No. This Hippomaniacs side absolutely balls to the wall.
Yeah, I gotta say that the fact that they stood their ground and they knew that all they needed was a good freezing field there, very well positioned by the way, like kudos to them, hats off, man. That is, like you say, balls to the wall. The courage this team is showing us today. Wow.
Sometimes that courage is unfounded. Sometimes that courage does put the Ember Spirit in situations where he's dying. But 9-2 and 16 on Supreme, you have to say that those situations are outweighed by the situations and scenarios where he's playing aggressively and finding kills, finding the backstab. And look at them, they're just running forward. Double 4-staff away, but Ember Spirit's coming in.
Yeah, Searing Chain's ready.
Oh, close.
Oh, they can still get Kezu, which is a much more valuable target, by the way. Searing Chain's ready again.
He has no buyback.
Yeah, this is bad Kezu. Co-Scepter. Kezu. Frostbite. They found him. I think Kezu's gone. Goodbye, Kezu.
Dead for a minute and a half. That Purge creep on Doom has been so valuable this game. From dispelling Warcry to just slowing people down, getting rid of cold feet. Absolutely spot on. So many times we see the Doom players picking up the Centaur War Stomp for that Blink Stomp or the Alpha Wolf for the increased damage output. This Purge creep has outshone any of those in this game.
Let's see if Hippomaniacs can take the towers or the Rex finally, or if Chaos. This is the time to come back. I've seen some good plays by Milan.
They still have this big Sven. Yeah,
they do.
Lincoln's BKB Bloodthorn Sven. If he catches a sick target, the Ember or that Lifestealer with Bloodthorn and Stun, he can absolutely dismember them, eviscerate them. But they've got a Lotus Orb now, so they do have some form of backup plan on Hippomaniacs. Oh, a DD. Oh, yo, a DD Sven.
Okay, this is even better. Bale misses, they don't care. They gotta kill Milan. That's a lot of initiation gone. And considering a DD Sven walks in, goodbye Crystal Maiden. That's your main source of damage gone. They get the bash off, but we can't fight him head on. They need to get a Winter Curse and retreat. Go into the Doom. It's time to run away. They do get the Doom off from the Sven, though. They might want to just fight this. Purge out double damage. And look at the Sven hit. Curryno gets the bash. Even with a 4-staff, I think Sven's gone. Sleight of Fist. He's dead. 2 minutes without him. They're going to burn up the Ancient Apparition. Misery so close to death. Last hit by the Winter Wyvern.
That's game.
Yeah, it's game. They lost the bear as well. Matoman has nothing to do. He's fighting alone with his hero. 4 more seconds to the bear, but he's not going to be alive to use it. Milan is one of the few remaining heroes here. Turns around. Is the little twirl of death as Hippomaniacs take the game off Chaos in a fantastic best of 1. So well played by Hippomaniacs.
Beautiful performance. A few little hiccups, but overall, absolutely excelling and outshining their opponents. Chaos, they look good, they just don't look as crisp as the Hippos do. Perfect initiations, perfect smoke maneuvers, their overall game plan so smooth, and this is something that they're comfortable with. Supreme on the Ember Spirit or the Morphling, Muff playing the Grimstroke or the Wyvern, Saney playing Disruptor or Maiden. These are, their hero pools. These are their bread and butter, really. Curry Lifestealer, he used to play this a lot. Recently, not so much, but it's nice to see that they can dip back into these additional, bonus heroes outside of their normal kind of meta pool when they're drafting. Saberlight on the Doom, it's common, but it's, not as common as some of his other offlaners. Chaos just not having enough in the tank. The Venomancer never got off his feet. The Sven was farming well, but didn't really get to join teamfights because of the missed timing with that Matumaman Lone Druid. They didn't have things click into place. It was like a jigsaw puzzle missing 20 pieces on Chaos's side, whereas Hippomaniacs, they were slotting them in one after the other.
I mean, the map movements by Hippomaniacs were supreme, you know, pun intended here. They got some fantastic initiations at the beginning, which stopped Matoma Man from actually being relevant, right? Matoma Man, I mean, they played really well against one of the weaknesses, I think, in Chaos Esports lineup, which is their lack of mobility. Notice that once they got 4 staffs, it was easier for Chaos to actually run those team fights because they actually had some mobility to play with. But in the beginning, Matoma Man was just at the mercy of Supreme every single time. It was honestly so well played by Hippomaniacs in the early mid game, and the late game was just about, you know, closing it in. I don't think Chaos actually made too many mistakes, honestly, this game. It was just they got played around with. Those smoke ganks destroyed them, and it's just very difficult to prepare for those things. I think well played to both teams, but Hippomaniacs showing us some high level of Dota.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think they made any like egregious mistakes per se. They just didn't feel like they were playing, you know, everyone on the same page. Everyone's doing the same thing. There was just, you know, missynchronization, mistiming here and there. We had some exceptional individual play, you know, from Milan, from VT Faded. They did pop off from time to time. It just wasn't there as like a cohesive 5-man unit. We didn't see too many of the Nyx AA Sven or Nyx AA Veno pickoffs across the map. They didn't really smoke out and do things. Definitely a signal that they're still not comfortable as a team just yet. But the Hippos definitely rising stars. They are my dark horses for this tournament.
Yep, and with this last match, we say goodbye to the EU qualifiers over here on this channel, at least for the first day of the group stages. I think in the main channel, we still have 1 match left to go, so do go check those guys out. Your casters for today, myself, DSwordfish, here joined by Gareth, the true EU duo, are going to be casting tomorrow as well, right? Some of the group stages, Gareth?
Yeah, we start at 12:30 CEST. 682 against Anti-Mage, our first best of 1. Singularity against Hippos. TFT against Bald. Arkan City against Chaos. And then Bald against 682 with potential tiebreakers coming after that as well. So we've got 5 pretty damn good games in the EU qualifiers for TI9 coming up tomorrow, 12:30 CEST.
Right. Stay tuned, guys. Come by, check us out tomorrow as well. Hope you enjoyed the cast. Hope you enjoyed the games. And we'll see you guys tomorrow with some more great Dota 2. Enjoy your night, and until next. Oh, actually, no. Enjoy your NA. Screw it. Don't sleep. That's bad. Go watch more Dota. Yeah. I forgot. There's more qualifiers going on perpetually. So
How dare you.
Enjoy some NA, then enjoy some China. Never sleep and become a true Dota fanatic. See you guys tomorrow. Take some coffee for the EU qualifiers. Until then.